Here's what's going on. It's MJ Q&A and I'm coming to you from MassiveJoes.com. Awesome question, man. Just been sent in. How's it sent in, Dill? Was it Facebook or Q&A? It's Facebook, man. Dropped a message on our Facebook page. Good customer of ours, good friend of Team MassiveJoes, in fact, man. Steve Miller. Steve wants to know, can cutting your calories too low on a cut or too low on a diet actually inhibit fat loss, man? So can you drop your calories too low on a cut and that actually prevent you from losing body fat, man? Steve, it's a great question, man, because it's a mistake that a lot of people make when they diet, when they cut. All the time, we see it all the time. Before I answer your question, Steven, I'm just gonna drop an annotation on the screen right now, man, to the MJ's Thoughts episode on the Cutting Chronicles, man. Gonna drop it right here. Right there, man. So for all of the viewers at home, man, that have not seen the Cutting Chronicles, MJ's Thoughts, the Cutting Chronicles, exactly how to cut, how to go about calories, cardio, supplements, all that sort of thing to lose body fat, man, click that button, go watch that episode. Now, Steve, my man, straight back to your question, can cutting calories too low inhibit fat loss? Look, there's a few ways to answer this question, Steve. The first way is cutting calories too quickly, and then the second thing we got to address is actually caloric intake, and when you get real deep into a cut and your calories are low, what effect does that have on weight loss, man? Look, the first part of this question, or the first part of the answer I'm going to give you to this question is cutting your calories down too quickly. So those of you that have seen the Cutting Chronicles, I know you just watched it just before, I know what we generally recommend is to go no more than 500 calories below maintenance. So let's say, for example, you were to go, I don't know, something ridiculous like 2,000 calories below maintenance right at the start of your cut. What is it gonna do? Is it gonna inhibit fat loss? Look, the short answer, Stephen, is yes, man. Yes, it is. What's gonna happen is you're gonna lose weight really, really fast. You're gonna lose fat really, really fast because you're in such a severe caloric deficit right from the start, man. But then your body, your metabolic rate's gonna slow down. Your body is going to adapt to try and reach homeostasis, as it always does, man. And when you reach that stage, you're gonna plateau. And if you've dropped 2,000 calories right from the start, man, you don't have a whole lot else to work with to push through that plateau. So that's when fat loss is gonna stall, weight loss is gonna stall, man. You're gonna find yourself in all kinds of trouble if you drop those calories too fast. So stick to that 500 calories below maintenance, man, and make small changes as you go along with your cut. The second answer to your question, my man Steve, is what happens when you get real deep into your cut and you have been dropping 500 calories at a time, but you're just to that point where your calories are really, really low, your carbohydrates are really, really low, your fat intake is really, really low. Does that inhibit fat loss? Yes, man, yes, it absolutely does. And that's why the deeper you get into a cut, the more difficult it is to lose fat loss, because you get all of these different hormones that aren't functioning the way they should be functioning, man. And specifically when it comes to fat loss, your thyroid hormone and your leptin levels, man, are really reduced when you're on low calories, when you're on low carbohydrates. So it gets really difficult to lose that last little bit of body fat. And that's when, man, if you go watch that Cutting Chronicles, that's when you start to use things like your cardio, your high intensity interval training, your supplementation, all these little tools that you've got in your bag to make sure that you continue to lose body fat. Steve, I hope that answers your question, man. It's a little bit longer than we usually go in MJ Q&A, but you know what? You're a good friend of ours, man. So I'm happy to do it. Guys, hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, man. Stay up to date with all the latest editions of MJ Q&A. If you've got a question you want us to answer in MJ Q&A, man, you can do like Steve did. Drop us a message on our Facebook page. Or drop us an email at qa@massivejoes.com. Guys, that is MJ Q&A, and I'm coming to you from MassiveJoes.com.